everybody, it's Victoria Marie and I'm back with another process video, and this time I'm doing a special collaboration using this inspiration photo. And I'm doing a collaboration with Lina Monaco, and you can find Lina at Sweet Nothings Paper Co. She's here on YouTube as well as a blog, so if you just Google Sweet Nothing Paper Co, I'll also post a link to all of her social media channels. And she's also a very active member of the Victoria Marie Facebook group. And we decided to get together because she's awesome and I think I'm pretty awesome. Conceited much? She does the most amazing layouts, so check her out. I'll post all the links to her blog and to her YouTube channel. So we both decided to use that inspiration photo that you just saw. It kind of looked like a photo of clouds with various different colors in fuchsia and turquoise. And I think great minds were sort of thinking alike on this one because she scrapbooked a picture of her baby, and I'll post a link to that video here in a moment. I'm a little late getting mine up. I've been crazy busy this week at work. And then I also wanted to scrapbook a picture of my baby. And little girls just have, I mean, so much personality, and I know our little girls do, definitely. So what we both did, and I'm sort of mimicking Lina on this, again, I think great minds think alike. I took some Dylusions mist, and I will tell you, this is the first time I used Dylusions. I didn't realize how much your fingers will stain, so be careful with that one. So I just took a piece of packaging and sprayed my Dylusions on that packaging and rubbed it around on my page. And can I admit something? You guys are just going to freak out over this, I just know you are. I get nervous making mixed media layouts. As much as I challenge people to do stuff that's different and outside of your comfort zone, I too get very nervous. And the reason for this is that I tend to be a very linear scrapbooker. It's like I like things very neat on my page, and when you're dealing with mixed media products, it's messy and it's supposed to look that way. So if you're like me and you like things really neat and linear, branching out and stretching yourself to do this type of layout is a bit challenging. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh my God, this looks like a hot mess. But some of you out there who are watching this video and like mixed media and like the messy are probably thinking, oh my God, that's awesome. So good for you if that's what you think. If not, you'll probably give me a thumbs down, which I hope not. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, so let's talk about the layout one I'm using. I reached in my stash for this one because I have a bunch of stuff I need to use. I have an old scrapbook circle kit, and this was, I want to say probably 2013, 2014, safely. And it featured a bunch of papers from one of Amy Tan's collections, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I used most of the branding strips on this layout. And it had a lot of bold colors, black, yellow, pinks, turquoise, and I thought it would be perfect for this layout. So I went ahead and, so all the papers are, I believe, Amy Tan. Then the photos of my little girl, and she loves to dress up, and she plays in her clothes and her dress-up clothes, anything that's in her closet she'll put on, and she loves to pose for the camera. I don't know where she got that from, y'all. I don't know. She's a little ham. And so on this day she was posing and wanted to take pictures, and I thought this would be cute. And so the title of this layout is called Be the You You Want to Be. And so Lina and I shortened this to just Be the You. And my little girl has so much energy and so much personality, and I think this layout just really spoke to her energy. So as you see, I went ahead and mounted the photos first on some white cardstock and then some pattern paper, and then I added 3 branding strips at the bottom. When you flip them over, they have those great patterns. I'm adding the title, and those are some thicker fonts, and I believe those are called, they're right here in front of me. I should have this prepared as many times I've been doing process videos. It's called Shoebox, and it's a black glitter font. And then the blue font, the scripted font, which is so pretty and one of my favorite fonts, is called Lullaby. I decided to take those photos and put them in the center, but put them at an angle. And so everything will be at that angle. The journaling, the title. I grabbed some embellishments, and I forgot that I had this. And see, this is the thing. If you don't shop your stash, you miss out on all the awesome things that you have just lurking around. So I had, again, some Amy Tan embellishments. I'm going to use some Kaiser Craft embellishments, as well as some Bella Rouge from Bella Boulevard. And the idea was that I was just going to take these embellishments and just place them by the photo. And to be honest with you, I didn't pre-plan this page, so you are seeing this in the raw. Me making decisions on things. Actually, those first die cuts I was playing with is from Studio G. And then the other die cuts there at the bottom, the black and the gray and the yellow ones, those are from Kaisercraft. So to the top of the photo, I have a die cut that says hello, and I add a little banner that says favorites, and that all came in the kit, and kind of cluster that at the top. I have the brackets that came in that G Studio kit, and then the flowers were from the G Studio as well. And I love mixing and matching brands. I grab a tag that came, I believe, with the Kaisercraft die cuts. Now I'm just adhering everything on and making clusters. And I have this pin from Maggie Holmes, and I want to use it because it has the same color story as the rest of the layout, but it doesn't make it on there. Now I'm just adhering everything to the layout, and I'm intentionally trying to be messy, but still trying to be controlled, if that makes sense. I think all you type A's out there are like, oh yes, I completely understand. I really am. I'm trying to. But again, I didn't have a plan for this other than I knew I wanted to use the dilutions in the background. So I'm clustering all of these flowers, and I'm not normally a flower person, but I had them and I decided to use them. So using up what I have in my stash. And then I add these two die cuts. One says today, and the black one says be kind, be strong, be you. And I thought that was perfect for this layout. Now I'm getting ready to adhere my title down. And the thing about using mixed media, sometimes when you go to put your thickers on, they may not always stick because the paper's moist. And I was moving my fonts around a bit, and so the adhesive kind of came off. So I'm going to add some Tombow Mono in the back, and I was a little bit too generous, so good thing this Tombow Mono dries clear. Then I decide, I had these rub-ons, and I believe those are from, oh goodness, who are they from? I'm drawing a blank right now. I'll come back to that. So I wanted to put some rub-ons on the page, and these come off beautifully. These are from Studio Calico several seasons ago, and I still have them in my stash, and I decided to pull those out. And I figure I could get away with gold since there was some yellow elements on there. And I'm not quite sure if gold and yellow go together, but it looked good to me. So I went there. I just wanted to add a little bit something different on the page. I'm thinking I was going to use these Tim Holtz phrases, and it just didn't work. It didn't look right. So I'm going to add the journaling, which says, don't let anything or anyone stop you. You have the most magical personality. You are wicked smart. The world is yours for the taking. Go get it. I am doing some black outlining on the outside of the layout. And here's my problem with mixed media stuff is that, oh, here I go with Mist, and that's from Heidi Swap. Is when I put it on the page, I expect it to lay flat, but it doesn't because a lot of the mixed media products are very fluid and liquid, and so your paper is going to bubble a bit, and I don't like it, but I have to accept that as a part of using mixed media products. I'm adding some enamel dots, and I just grabbed those from my stash. And then I decide to stamp, and I'm using a Heidi Swap stamp, and it just has different phrases on it, and the phrase that I'm stamping is I love you. I'm a little emotional about my girl right now because she's going to kindergarten in 2 weeks, so you'll hear all about that soon enough. I'll probably cry in that video. And then I'm going to stamp the date at the bottom, which you can't really see, but at least it's there. All right, so here's the finished layout. At this point, I'm on the fence about it because I have to set it aside. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not quite sure if I like it. At least when I made this layout. And so here are some photos, and I think it turned out okay. I don't know. My confidence needs to grow in this. Anyway, thank you, Lina, for the collab. Make sure you check her out. She is Sweet Nothings Paper Co. She's here on YouTube and on Facebook, and thank you guys for watching.